Sup everyone, this is Woken Apple here, back with a brand new video. It's been quite a while, sometime. Happy New Year everyone, and we're in the new year in 2021. We made it. And for those of you who hasn't, may my condolences go out to you. This video is titled, Nothing Wrong with Learning How to Cook or Clean for Yourself as a Man. This is about compromising the real truth, facts, all of the above. Now, some guys may be thinking, what do you mean by this? What do you mean by the title? Because a couple of days ago, there was many times where if I fall out or I would get sick, my wife would be the one I'll take over. Not in terms of the role is always being switched up, because a woman could still be submissive regardless of a man's income. It's all on how the woman carries herself, how the man carries herself, and how the man carries the relationship or the marriage, okay? The issue in society is that a lot of men and women feels that they have too much ego, too much pride to not shut down, and they don't want to shut off their pride signal or their pride wall, their ego wall. They feel like they're too good or too special to cook or clean for anybody, to take care of the kids, to be responsible. If a woman has no home training skills, it's going to explain it a lot when you go on the first date with her. No feminine energy. The femininity could be a game. You have to look out for all these signs. You have to look out if she wants to be a mother, she wants to get married. These are all the signs that a woman would talk to you about on the first date. And if you're looking for the same thing, then bravo, you got a good one. If none of these things are being brought up, you should plan an immediate exit strategy. Now, no matter where you go, living with a family or a relative, etc., if you're grown enough to be able to work, they're going to expect you as an adult that you got to do something else. It's out of respect. Respect goes a long way. It doesn't matter if you're macho, you feel like people gotta be beneath you and you could do what you want. It doesn't work in the real world. You'll get kicked out and you will be taken into the slaughterhouse. And what I mean by the slaughterhouse is the society. Society is not going to care. Oh, I got my mom kicked me out because I didn't want to do anything. Oh, I didn't want to do a thing a woman does. People are too stuck in the 60s, 70s agenda. I believe that women that are in this position, they would like a break too, especially if they're taking care of the kids, cleaning, cooking, etc. That is a tough job. I have kids myself. I know what it's like to be by myself, to take care of children. I've done it before. I had nephews that I've taken care of before. This is how I learned from my sister's family on what it's like to actually be a parent. Now, when I brought up the scenario on the guy getting his behind kicked out of his mom's place, is because he did not compromise. No one does not want to come home and they feel like they got to take care of a grown behind adult who can work for themselves. If you could work for yourself and you're old enough to have money and keep it to yourself and mooch off of other people, you're a freeloader. A man or woman, it doesn't matter your gender. Two genders, okay? The woman has the submissive role and the man has the dominant role. It's not a bad thing for men to want to learn how to cook or clean, especially for themselves, because you could take those same skills with you in a relationship moving towards a marriage. Because most people are not talking about marriage anymore. This is why I normally mention it often. Okay? That's why it's normally mentioned often in a lot of my videos. A lot of people doesn't want to compromise anymore. And I feel like that's another reason why a lot of relationships fail. There's a lot of women that are really good women out there, and they end up changing and feel like they don't need no man and don't need anybody because their ex-husbands did them wrong. There's a lot of good women out there that I feel changed to become thoughts and women that the men say that they hate. They're damaged goods. Another man's trash isn't always another man's treasure. I met my wife. We had our ups and downs, but she was more than perfect for me. Okay? Right now, she's the one that's working. So what do? I have to take care of my kids and be responsible. I didn't sit there and say, oh, my pride as a man, I'm not cleaning or nothing. I'm not cooking. Then the kids is going to starve. Their Pampers is going to sag and smell like crap. The place is going to look dirty. Given the situation, a lot of people need to really deeply think about this. A lot of the reasons why relationships also fail is because of lack of compromising and also showing appreciation to your partner. Okay? Now, if you're a man by yourself, there's nothing wrong with cooking or cleaning. You obviously know that you have to cook or clean for yourself. You're alone. You have no choice but to do that. Or else, who else is going to cook for you or clean for you? You know how many women would think that is useful for a man to have because she already knows you could take care of yourself. They have more respect for you. And this is for the women that actually has something to bring to the table other than their vagina or their peace sleeve. I'm not talking out from my behind or talking crap out of thin air. I spoke to enough people to understand this and know how society is moving forward. I said this in many videos. I don't mention my relationships, my relationship status to try to throw shade or make it seem like I'm better than other guys who are single. No, I was once single myself. I had to learn how to cook when I was alone. I had to learn how to clean when I was alone. The cleaning and cooking may not have been perfect, but it's something I could bring moving forward in my next relationship, because there's a time that your wife or your partner could get sick. There's a time that you could get sick. People would want to be taken care of. They would want to be pampered, treated like kings. Some women, they want to be treated like queens. But it all depends on what you bringing to the table. What are you putting in the work? What work are you putting in? This is just common sense. The times where my wife is not working, it's in her nature to want to cook and clean and take care of the kids. For me as a guy, I know it's a job to also do. Who else is going to clean my kids' Pampers or bathe them? That's part of cleaning. Who else is going to cook for me and the kids? I'm going to have to cook. Some men actually has the audacity to have this pride ego thing that they feel like, damn, my wife is not around. I don't know how to cook, clean, or do nothing. What kind of pathetic excuse is that? There is nothing wrong with being a man and learning how to cook or clean. Our nature is different from women. It's always going to be like that. Compromising does a lot of wonderful things. It makes life easier for your other partner, and it doesn't cause stress and drama. A man would not want to come home to a woman who doesn't do anything, who's just a couch potato. And if it was the reverse, and the man was a couch potato, it would be the exact same thing. Your wife could still be submissive to you. There was times that my wife still came from work before. I wasn't working one time, right? And she still was cooking. She still did some cleaning. It made me learn to realize, wow, let me have some respect and decency to help her out and cook and clean as much as best as I can. I'm not going to have this pride, ego crap, or this pride wall thinking that I could use the man card, because there's women that could use the women card. There's men that are being pressured to become leaders, to become men. There's a reason why women are submissive to men like that. They have more respect for them. God did not create men to be wimps or wusses. Is this the truth? Would you put your woman or your wife on the front line to sacrifice her life for you? Depending on the situation? It would depend, right? Because you never know. But as a man, this is what God said, okay? I forgot the name of the certain verses, but God basically quoted and said, let a man be the man and let him be head of household, and women to be submissive to their husbands. He who finds a wife shall find a good thing. What does that tell you? It doesn't say she who finds a husband finds a good man. It does not say that. It's in our role to approach, to plan things, be leaders, conquerors. I feel good being a leader. I'm in charge. I'm the one in charge. I'm the boss. There's nothing wrong with men tapping into that nature. It makes you feel like people will respect you. Other men will respect you. I even realized that there was times that I messed up, where I thought about the things that I did, that what I did wrong. But as a man, we live and learn. Just like as a woman, they live and learn as well. We're all learning something new every day. You're living alone and you're a male. You're living with a relative. There's nothing wrong with cooking and cleaning. God forbid, one day, if you're on your own, no one is not going to take care of you the best but you. God gave you hands. He gave you a brain. He gave you legs, eyes, mouth, all that. Use the things that you have in order to get by successfully and peacefully. Because there's a lot of men out there who desperately are only using and trying to get women just so they could take care of them like their mama did. That's what you call a mama's boy, or a freeloader, or a leech. Because times are different. And I'm pretty sure even back then, men had their reasons to not be cooking or cleaning like that, because they probably were working over 60 hours a week. If you're not, what's the excuse? Of course, women, it's natural for them to serve a man. It makes sense. The order is there. I'm not telling fellas to be simps or none of that. I'm telling you to still be role models, be leaders, carry yourselves as an alpha male. And at the same time, you can also take care of your family. You cannot say that you're an alpha male and then you treat your wife like garbage and your kids like garbage and you don't cook or clean. That does not make any sense. There's guys who said that when their wife was crying, I didn't do nothing. When she was pregnant and crying and stuff with the baby, I didn't do nothing. What kind of sick, twisted mindset is that? People take the red pill too far, to where they become like a cold, bitter person. Your own kid's life could be in danger. You're going to apply the red pill to that? I had one YouTuber, I'm never going to forget. There was one time a YouTuber even commented on one of my videos when I was talking about my kids. and he called me a simp for taking care of my own child? You can't make this stuff up. How are you a simp for taking care of your own responsibilities and your own child? This goes to show you how stupid a lot of dudes are and how immature some dudes are. Okay? Like I said, compromising goes a long way. Respect goes a long way. You can still hold yourself accountable, be the man that you are, but there's nothing wrong with cooking and cleaning as a man. There's nothing wrong with learning new things as a man. You're bringing something to the table. If a female can match up to that criteria, then you don't gotta deal with her. Okay? It is not your job to take care of anybody. It's not a woman's job to take care of anybody either. People both could get stressed. Both people can die at any moment for overworking themselves. Everyone needs a break. The problem with this world is too many people are selfish. Too many people are thinking of themselves. Too many people are thinking about me. And that's the reason why there's problems right now in relationships and marriages and divorce rates moving forward. Regardless if 80% of women are initiating the divorces, it's for a reason. Most cases it's because of money. Other cases it could be because of domestic abuse, violence, drugs, child abuse. You don't know. You do not know. There's a lot of people that are going through worse right now. You got your 2 legs and your 2 feet. As a man, you're living by yourself. You got no one to tell you what to do. Let me cook and clean for myself and learn how to do a lot of stuff for myself. And if a woman can't bring that to the table, then I'm going to know that she is not worth my time. Because why am I going to have standards for myself and bring a lot of stuff just so you could leech off of me? And you don't even know how to do half the things that I know how to do. People want to have things in common with people also. Find your match. And those of you who doesn't want to do that, that's up to you. But look, cut down the pride crap and the ego wall. There's nothing wrong with learning how to cook or clean as a man. And because compromising goes a long way. As long as no one's using you or undermining you or you're feeling unappreciated. This is Woken Ripper here. Peace out. Let me know what you think.